Hello everybody, how are you doing? So I'm doing a special topic video. It is not with tarot cards. I really like doing your tarot videos, by the way. It'd be nice if you guys showed me support, but I'm not sure if I'm going to continue the tarot videos right now. So I'm just doing random topics, okay? If you'd like me to discuss something, leave it in the comments and maybe I'll discuss it. So the first issue that I'm going to talk to you about is, maybe I want to better explain like what love, because on the table it says love grows here. So maybe I'll kind of discuss a little bit about what love is or what love isn't. So like love, real love is not about superficial things. It's not about, okay, I'm going to get from you whatever I can get and then I'm going to leave you hanging out in the cold, you know? Like when it comes to marriage, the things that I do my videos on with tarot cards, I'm trying to help relationships to make sense when it's very, very confusing. I don't know if I'm starting off this video a little bit confusing myself, okay? I do tarot videos to help people understand if they're being lied to or manipulated. I try to kind of throw a little bit of wisdom in there so you guys can make good moral decisions. I don't want you guys to be in false love relationships where you feel like you're being used or where people are mistreating you, okay? Love is about being kind, caring. Sometimes it's about not counting when somebody, let me see, like how imperfect a person is, right? So real love, a real loving relationship is about caring even when it doesn't seem like it's working out in your favor. Sometimes you care just because. Okay, and I'm sure you guys already know this already. Okay, and then the false relationships are superficial. They're like, how pretty are you? How much money do you have? They're kind of they're kind of not about reciprocal love where both people are giving something into the situation. So that's just a start off. I really want to talk about, like, say for instance, when you have family and friends around you, okay? Are they showing you love lately? Have you seen the population around you become more loving? I would like to help move you guys into a more loving way of being, where hopefully it's not your friends and family in your ear putting you down as much. Because I know that was happening a lot in the past. So I'm trying to kind of like maybe help redirect people maybe in the right direction so we can be more loving and caring. So say for instance, if you are in a friendship group, you know they say birds of a feather flock together. So if you're in a friendship group and your friends are like, hey, we want you to do such and such, but you in your mind kind of understand such and such is not a good idea. If you go ahead and hang out with those friends or cooperate with them and involve yourself in that situation, that's probably not good for you. Okay, if you look at my previous video, I was talking about like the consequences of a sinful life. So I'm kind of trying to help you guys to, maybe it's better to sometimes kind of stand on your own. Not to say that you don't have friends or whatever, but to be able to stand up for yourself if you can, and to not entangle yourself in sticky situations that may cause you to sin on purpose, like when people tell you to lie to others and to, you know, so I don't know if I'm saying this clearly. I'm trying to explain ways that people can be true to each other instead of caring so much what everybody else thinks that they totally are missing out on a good friendship. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So let me see. Another example of like what is love versus what is not love. So if you are a parent, okay, and you're an adult, if you have a minor child, okay, especially if they're really, really young, it's your desire probably to teach that child the good things about life, how to be a good person. You probably don't really want people to teach your child things that will hurt them. Likewise, you probably don't want to hurt your children. So I'm kind of trying to talk about these issues. I'm starting to bring them up, and maybe as I make more videos, maybe I'll get in more depth about what I'm talking about. So with my children, I used to teach them like, okay, should you do this or no? Okay, and they had to answer my question, okay? So I would teach them the right way to do things. Like, it's not necessarily the steps on how to do things. I was teaching them morals. like, say for instance, my morals come from the 10 Commandments written about in the Torah, okay? So it tells us we shouldn't kill, we shouldn't steal, we shouldn't covet, okay? So I'm going to go over different things on different videos, and it'll maybe get more in depth as I go. But anyway, so I'm just explaining to you some issues that I want to start talking about more in depth, okay? So I'm trying to help people to be in more loving relationships, to choose real love instead of false love. You know, I would love to see, it'll be so wonderful when we see families being loving and caring to each other, and the men protecting their wives and their children. I would love to see such a beautiful world where people are very genuine in a good way. Okay, the Bible says that the meek shall inherit the earth. So I guess I'm trying to like bring up issues that may be relevant. In the Bible, it also discusses how men may be wounded in the house of his friends. And that's so sad that for so many years, some of us have been so hurt by the people who are supposed to be close to us. So I'm kind of like bringing these things up, not to bring up the past, and bringing it up to say, how can we be more loving? How can we be more caring? So I was trying to help you to understand what was going through other people's minds using tarot. But if I'm not using tarot, I'm just going to kind of talk about it. So different scenarios that could have been problematic in the past, and I'm not sure if these are problems now, but say for instance, if I were an employer, I would hope that I was treating my employees with respect and not forcing them to do things that are unrelated to the job that was causing them to sin. Like, you know, I'm talking about ways in which people have been overreaching. So I don't know if it's a parent, whether it's an employer, whether it's just friends. How have we been overreaching and I guess causing people to sin? Do we even realize when we hurt people and we cause them to sin? So I'm hoping that you guys are understanding me so far. Let me see. Now, sometimes I will randomly, you know what, if you guys catch me praying, I'll probably say a whole bunch of intelligent things I don't catch on video. But I guess bear with me as I learn to tell you guys what is going through my mind, okay? So I think I pretty much covered some basic things. I kind of don't want people to hurt each other. I kind of want people to understand there's something that I consider pharisaical. It's a mindset of let everything look pretty. Everything needs to look pretty. If it looks pretty, it has no sin. But that's a superficial way of looking at life, because just because it looks pretty doesn't mean it doesn't have sin. So I think I'm trying to explain to you guys, like, how can we be genuine as people? How can we not just always judge people by the outward appearance, or just, you know, it's almost like I don't want people to only see the outward appearance. When we look deep within, hopefully there's love within us. Hopefully, when you say you're my friend, you're genuinely my friend, you're going to care about me. Sometimes you might overlook my flaws just because you love me. So I'm trying to go into depth about what love is, okay? So this is the end of my video in regard to this topic. Maybe I'll go into more depth. If you have any other topics you'd like me to discuss, leave it in the comment section. I hope you appreciated the video, okay? Like, subscribe, share, or comment, okay? Bye.